Gospel of John, chapter 3. The last verse in John chapter 3. He who believes in the Son has eternal life. The last verse of chapter 3. He who believes in the Son has eternal life. But he who disobeys the Son will not see life, but God's wrath remains upon him. God's wrath remains upon him. He who believes in the Son believes, has eternal life. Praise you, God. He talks about it in terms of knowing God in John 17. In John 3, he who believes in terms of believing. In 1 John 5:12, he talks about eternal life, having eternal life in terms of receiving or having. In John 1:12, he talks about it in terms of receiving. He that receives me receives him that sent me. Jesus said. 1 John 5:12. He who has the Son has life. He who has not the Son of God has not life. Praise God. You understand? You've got to know these things, the way the Bible talks about it. Having the Son, believing the Son, receiving the Son, knowing the Son. They all say they get you to the same point, having eternal life. So when Jesus said in the parable of the talents, he gave one talent, one 5 talents, one 2 talents. Those that have 5 and 2, they work the talents and they doubled. They doubled. They got profit double. But the one that had 1 talent, he hid it. And he said, the master of the house, he didn't like it. Punished him by taking it away from him and giving it to the one that has the 10. And Jesus illustrating by this parable those that do not produce for God, don't bring fruit. Once God invested in them, if they don't bring fruit, then he takes that which they have. He gives it. God takes back. Because that person refused to operate with God. You understand? And then bring fruit. After God invested in him, he didn't use it. He hid it. It's an illustration of somebody just like the same idea is in John 15. Every branch in me, Jesus said, that beareth not fruit, beareth not fruit, he takes it away. He takes it away. Those branches that bear fruit, he prunes them, that they may bring more fruit. There is a progression. There is progression. Praise the Lord. You understand it? The gift of God is eternal life through Jesus Christ. The gift talks about the grace of God. You understand? In other words, God comes to us from His own initiative, the work of salvation. It's the initiative of God. God planned the salvation. God willed it. God provided it all. It's all God. We obey. We come to Him. He calls us, we come. Whosoever will, we will. He put the will in us. We didn't make the will. We didn't make ourselves. We open our lives. We work in us to open our hearts. We obey. We move with God. We're not dead stones. He has to drag us. It's like this pulpit. Has no choice, the pulpit. Wherever I move it, it moves. We have a choice.
Yeah.
We are not stones dead. Doesn't obey me. If I tell it move here, it won't move for 1,000 years. But if I ask you, will you move here? And if I ask you 15 times and you don't move, what do I conclude? We have a will.
Yeah.
Now if I move, I get no, it's not, well, it's not a merit. You understand? There's no merit. We get saved by receiving, by opening our will. And He is working there even. You understand? He is working in opening our will. Somehow the will is involved. That's why people get saved and some people don't. The call goes out to all. Everyone that thirsts. Oh, everyone that thirsts, come ye to the waters.
Yeah.
Isaiah cries out. All day long, I've spread my hands to disobedient and gainsaying people. Isaiah. When the long suffering of God waited in the days of Noah, while the ark being prepared. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. God's calling.
Yeah.
All. Whosoever will, let him come. If any man will do his will. somebody understands this. I mean, some educated people with degrees and books and authors, they don't get it. They say, how eternal life is not eternal life if I lose it. See, they didn't understand what it means. They didn't understand the nature of their salvation. They didn't understand it. They're looking at it naturally. They think, I give gifts every Christmas, birthday, whatever. We give gifts all the time, occasions. They think, God is not a cheap God to take back the gift. See, it's natural thinking. God is not an Indian giver. No, he isn't. Of course he is not. Our salvation is fellowship with God, is a journey with God, is company. And we have to respect that, and we have to honor that, and we have to guard that. And there is an enemy here trying to get us out of that fellowship. God is a person that does not change. He affects the creation. Praise God. You understand? He sends His Spirit and He renews the faith of the earth. How does God do that? How does God makes things alive? The animals, the plants, all the work of God. How does He do it? And He is God. It doesn't affect Him. And we mow the grass every day. Well, depending on how fast it's grown sometimes. I mean, somebody's mowing the season.
Yes.
We cut trees and God doesn't cry. People die and God doesn't cry. I mean, not like you cut God, what I mean, you understand? He creates these things. He doesn't lose anything. He withdraws. He withdraws, if you read the book of Psalms, He draws His breath, they perish. Read Psalms 104. Verse 14, 104:14. Thou dost cause the grass to grow for the cattle, and plants for man to cultivate, that he may bring forth food from the earth, and wine to gladden the heart of man, or to make his face shine, and bread to strengthen man's heart. The trees of the Lord are watered abundantly, the cedars of Lebanon which he planted. And then the birds build their nests. The stork has her home in the fir trees. O Lord, how manifold are thy works. In wisdom you have made them all. The earth is full of your creatures. These, 27, these wait all upon thee, that thou mayest give them their meat in due season. That thou givest them, they gather. Thou openest thine hand, they are filled with good. You hide your face, they are troubled. You take away their breath, they die and return to their dust. Thou sendest forth thy spirit, they are created, and thou renewest the face of the earth. You send your spirit, they are created. You renew the face of the earth. He touches it. And it comes to life.
Yeah.
He doesn't change. You understand? The creation. He doesn't change. The Spirit of God moved upon the face of the deep. When God said, let there be an expanse, who knows what kind of sound, what kind of power lifted up the ocean halfway above the water. All at once.
Praise the Lord. Amen.
God doesn't lose anything when He gives life. We get life. You understand? We get life in Him. If He draws that life, they perish. Let's read 29 in the good modern language. When you hide your face, they are struck with despair. When you cut off their breath, in death they return to their dust. You send thy spirit, and more are created, and you die, just replenish the service of the earth. Praise God. You understand? The creation doesn't change God. Judgment doesn't change God. It doesn't diminish God. It doesn't increase God. God is God. From everlasting to everlasting. Praise God. Thank you.